Monasterio.
What do you teach?
I teach 7th and 8th grade math.
What is your biggest pet peeve as a teacher?
I think my biggest pet peeve would be when students ask for help and then I go over and try to help them and then they start just kind of like randomly guessing the answer without me explaining. So for example, like Mathia, you can just kind of like, sometimes it's multiple choice and they ask for help and then I go over to try to help them and then they start just like picking B and then they see that's wrong and I'm like, why did I come over here to explain it? So I think that would be my biggest pet peeve.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Madame and also Senora Timperley.
What do you teach?
I teach 6th grade French, 7th grade French, 8th grade French, and also 6th grade Spanish.
What's your biggest pet peeve as a teacher?
Well, I have a list that I made over the years. So, and just kind of working with kids over time, the number one reason of me getting a pet peeve is if a kid asks, is this homework? Because it's always homework. The number 2 one is, what are we doing today? Because it would always be something on the board, on the lesson plan. Does this have to be in French or Spanish, depending on the class? And then the list goes on. The last one on the bottom is, can we sit where we want? But the poster has the response of what's supposed to happen.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Bard.
What do you teach?
I teach 7th grade resource.
And what is your biggest pet peeve as a teacher?
My biggest pet peeve is probably when students borrow materials and don't return them, or if they borrow and break my materials and I find broken pencils or pens on the floor.
Thank you.
This is Flores,
What do you teach?
7th grade social studies.
What's your biggest pet peeve as a teacher?
This one's going to be a classic. I think my biggest pet peeve as a teacher is the clicking of the pens or the tapping of the pencils. Because you don't realize until it happens and you're in the middle of instruction or directions and a student is doing that, it just kind of gets under my skin a little bit. It drives me bananas.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.